Hello everyone, we are here, we are live with Rob from Flip Aquatics. If you don't know who he is, he has a awesome YouTube channel, has a really good online business. Why don't you tell him about yourself?
Wow, already getting thrown under the bus. So what's up, guys? I'm Rob with Flip Aquatics. I started a business probably about 3 years ago, a little bit over, and basically we just specialize in aquatic shrimp, and we started to do some other stuff, but our main thing was aquatic shrimp. We started a YouTube channel. Originally it was Love Diesel, and we just absolutely loved it. It was just doing it for fun. And one thing led to another, and here we are, 3, 4 years later, we have a business, and currently we import. We usually do about import every other month, something like that. We're getting into nano fish, just lots of crazy stuff. And so my YouTube channel is all about the journey that we go on. I travel a decent amount and speak to clubs on shrimp, and I get some good videos of fish room tours and things like that. So that's just a little bit about me. But yeah.
Awesome. So, you're somewhat of a shrimp expert, right?
I
would say you're a shrimp expert.
So people in small circles have called me a shrimp expert before.
All right, so we don't really have a topic like always, but if you have shrimp questions, now is the time. Someone should tell me how the audio is, because we had problems with the audio last week. So if someone can just say that you can hear both of us just fine, that would be nice.
It sounds good on my side. Hopefully that means it sounds good on everybody's side.
And welcome everyone that's here. Dean, Cole, Nisi. Huge thanks to Nisi. Everyone that's here. I wonder if I can get this to work. There we go. Flynn is here, V-Stag. So if you see any questions, just feel free to...
Well, Fish King just asked, what's my number one shrimp that I like?
Ooh.
And that is a long story. Probably my favorite shrimp of all time is a royal blue tiger. And the reason being is that I was probably like a year into my business. I started selling royal blues, which was like a whole nother story on its own, like how we got them and bred them. But this cute girl emailed me or messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, I want to get some of your royal blues. And one thing led to another. And about a year after that, we got married. And so it's crazy how a shrimp turned into getting a wife. So royal blues will always have to be my favorite, just because that's how I got married. So it's just kind of a crazy thing that never happens.
Yeah, I remember hearing that story. That's a really great story.
It is a long story. Or I would have went more in depth if it was a shorter one.
Yeah, we only got an hour, so.
Yeah.
And I know that some people are saying that your audio is lagging behind your video. That happened last week. It caught up, so hopefully it'll catch up again.
Man.
What is your favorite nano fish?
Ooh. Well, I have to be honest. I haven't done a ton of nano fish personally. So my taste is limited. But Jeff and Amanda are two people. Amanda's my wife, and she works for the business. And then Jeff's our faithful employee that works for it. And they both are like head over heels for nano fish. So they mainly picked out the fish that we're going to be carrying. But my personal favorite would be Celestial Pearl Danios. My wife really got me into them at the beginning. We currently have a 75-gallon tank with about 50 of them in there. Tons of shrimp. And, you just can't beat those colors. And I don't know. Those would probably have to be my favorites. But the craze right now is pea puffers. So I'm going to have to try some of those out.
Yeah, definitely puffers in general, I feel.
Yeah, puffers in general. I know you got a little Steen.
I have 2 puffers now, yep. Little Steen is one of them.
What's that video of the snail crawling on its mouth was hilarious.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I actually, so as a YouTube creator, and Bob will hopefully agree with me, it's hard for us to watch other people's videos just because we're so busy making our own and stuff. And Bob, that video of the snail almost getting eaten, like just crawling all over the puffer's face, I literally showed 3 people that and watched the whole thing. So I've watched that video probably 4 or 5 times already.
Yes. And I didn't even know if I wanted to put it on YouTube because it's only like a 2-minute video. I figured YouTube would be pissed at me, and I was like, nah, this is so funny. Even though nothing happens, it was still pretty funny.
Oh, it was funny because you're like, is it really not going to eat it? Like the thing just wanted to get eaten. And the best part about it was the music you chose. It reminded me of like one of those old time movies, like black and white, like I don't know, like Charlie Chaplin or something like that. Three Stooges like hitting each other. So it was funny.
So, what made you get into nanofish?
Okay, so my big thing is we've been doing shrimp for forever. I absolutely love shrimp. But when you do something for so long, there's only so much you can do in it. And so I still absolutely love shrimp, but I kind of really wanted to revive the hobby for myself. And I just felt nanofish was a good thing for me. And also, Jeff really enjoys them. Amanda really enjoys them. So for the Flip Aquatics family, it was a good move. And I just think that it's going to be a lot of fun to kind of like I really want to do a series, and I haven't even talked about this on my own channel. Maybe like a little bit on a live stream, but I want to do a series of how to introduce shrimp into a fish tank or fish into a shrimp tank. And so with getting all these different nanofish in, we want to try introducing shrimp with them and what the right way to do it is, and which nanofish can live with shrimp, and kind of like combine the nano tank to incorporate more things. Because the past like 3 years, everyone said like, oh, you keep shrimp only, no fish in a shrimp tank except for like otostinkless or something. And so I just had this desire to kind of merge the two together and find a good way to bring shrimp and fish into the same fish tank without having any crazy problems or anything.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I know. I'm really looking forward to it. And I haven't told anyone this yet either. We actually have our order coming in tomorrow. And so we got a ton of nano fish coming in. And then we ordered a ton of snails. Like, I think we have like 300 mystery snails coming and like 300 or 400 nearite snails. And then some rabbit snails and stuff. So we got a big day tomorrow putting stuff away.
Do you know what kind of nearite snails you got? Like what colors or?
So we always get a mixed pack, which just they whatever they have, they just throw it in there. We got the horned ones, which I believe they're a mixed type of horned ones. So it's like all different variations that have horns on them, which I've never had before. So I'm really excited to
Yeah, I
get
definitely
those
need to
in.
get some of the horned ones.
Yeah, hey, I'll send some your way. And then we're getting in, I think just the Oliver ones, and then maybe like zebra, I think is the other type.
Yep.
And then the mystery snails we're doing like I don't even know what all they are. They all the funny thing about mystery snails, and Bob, have you ever kept them before?
Yeah, I've kept them and I've bred 1,000 of them, but not anymore.
Oh, I do remember that. You had like a 10-gallon setup with them.
20-gallon.
No,
But yeah.
20-gallon, yeah. I do remember that. So the thing with mystery snails, they'll call like one a blue mystery snail, and like you look at it and you would think it would be an albino mystery snail. And then you look at like an albino mystery snail, and it's got like this crazy colorful shell, but then the skin color is like the albino part. So like all the names of them are like throw me off. So it's been a learning curve just getting down mystery snails. And so I think we got like 4 different types, and we already have 3, so we'll have like 7 total. So it'll be interesting to start keeping those straight and learning the difference between them and everything like that. But this is cool, Bob. So I've never hatched mystery snails. I just got a huge clutch of eggs yesterday, or maybe the day before. How do you hatch them? Because I really never even looked into it before.
I keep them in the tank. I know a lot of people will remove them and put them in like some sort of container with like damp paper towels, but I just leave them in the tank. Unless your tank is open, like there's no top, they should hatch. If you have a top, it'll keep the moisture up, and they should hatch.
Okay, so the only way they won't hatch is if they get too dry?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so I'm probably good then.
In my experience. Now, if you don't have a top, your snails are also going to crawl out and die, so mystery
That's
snails
true.
definitely need a top. Even
Yeah,
in
they
one of
are.
my videos, you can see the clutch of eggs is on the outside of the tank because there was
Yeah.
a little place where they
Nuh-uh.
could squeeze out for the airline and the heater, and it got out, laid them on the outside of the tank, and then I found the snail on the ground like a week later, all dried up.
Are you serious? So it literally laid it on the outside of the glass?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. I was doing some research on them, and they said to keep the water level down like 3 or 4 inches so they can crawl up and lay their eggs there.
Yep.
And so our ponds, which I don't know if you've ever seen our ponds, that's what we keep all of our like cherry shrimp in and Amano shrimp. And so we just threw them in those ponds. And so they just crawl up and lay their eggs up there, and hopefully it'll work pretty good. But that's crazy. It literally crawled out of the tank.
Yep.
Did you ever see that video Dustin did where like he was talking, which if you guys don't know Dustin, it's Dustin's Fish Tanks. He did that video with Josh, the guy that manages his greenhouse, and he was getting so mad at him because all the mystery snail quantities were off, and then he ended up taking off the glass panel because they needed to remove a tank of the outside of the greenhouse, and there were like 50 mystery snails that fell behind the aquarium.
Yep, you really gotta have a top for them.
Yeah, that is nuts.
So Taylor is here. She says, "Hit the like button, people. Definitely hit the like. I would certainly appreciate it." And Flynn had a question that I wanted to say, but I don't know where it went. Here we go. Question for Rob: are there any shrimp that can be kept safely with a betta?
So I have personally never done it before, and that's again another one of the main reasons that we're carrying nanofish is because we want to learn how to do those things. I've known of a couple circumstances or a couple situations where people have kept betta fish and shrimp together. So is it possible? Absolutely. Is it going to work with every betta? Probably not. And so there's really there has to be a technique to it and how you introduce them, and it depends on the temperament of your betta. But it definitely can be done, so there is hope.
Yeah, I would say that's more of a question for a betta person because, for instance, I used to have a betta right here that had shrimp in it just fine. The betta passed away. I put a new betta in there, and now I have no shrimp. So,
oh no.
However, I got the carbon release from you. They're in with a betta, and they're doing just fine. So.
Oh yeah, man, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yep.
That's probably about a year ago now. Maybe not. I know it was cold when I sent them last.
I think it was 3 months ago.
Oh, is that all it was?
Yeah. You did send me some...
time flies by.
What did you send me? You sent me tiger shrimp a year ago.
Is that what it was? Because I remember we did the unboxing video. I did
those were some kind of tiger shrimp. I don't remember. I killed half of them, so I gave them away to someone that was way better than me.
That's right. That's what it was.
What is the biggest freshwater shrimp? I don't think I know that.
So there's crayfish, obviously, that get pretty big. So those are probably the biggest, but those aren't technically shrimp. The biggest shrimp that we've ever kept are I think it's the genus Atopsis. I think that's the genus. But they're basically the fan shrimp. We have bamboo fan shrimp right now that they're about, I want to say 5 inches. So that's pretty good size. And then I know Corey, Aquarium Co-op, he gets some in, and they're I forget the name of them, but they're blue fan shrimp or something, and they get pretty big. So I would say you can get shrimp that are the the filter feeders, which are the fan shrimp that get about 6 inches, and they can go in pretty much any community tank as long as you don't have some mean tetras in there.
I'm thinking that there's some that are a foot.
No way! Oh, prawns.
But that are actually, prawns. It would be the prawns. But again, not really a shrimp.
Yeah, but they got those long arms, and then they're edible. They are delicious, by the way. I had them for the first time a couple weeks ago, and they were better than shrimp.
So LJ Aquatics says, can you use ferts with shrimp in the tank? And as far as the ferts I use, Aquarium Co-op, Easy Green is shrimp safe. Seachem, I believe, is shrimp tank, but don't hold me to it because I don't use it. But
I mean, everything in moderation usually can work, except for copper. Anything that has excessive amounts of copper will kill any invertebrates, like snails and anything. So most things will work, but yeah, I've heard that the Easy Green from Aquarium Co-op works really well. I've heard a lot of stories about people using it in shrimp tanks. And then there are some specific shrimp safe fertilizers out there, but honestly, it's probably just all branding, and it's just people saying, hey, these are shrimp safe, whereas other ones would be shrimp safe too. So most of them probably will work. Just don't overdo it on potassium. That will kill shrimp for sure.
Mantis shrimp is what I was thinking of, I think. I'm going to look it up real quick.
Oh, the ones that like break glass?
Yeah, I thought those were saltwater, though.
They are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're mean suckers.
That's cheating.
CW Aqua Hobby said, do the horned snails hurt fish? No. So I don't see how they could hurt fish. Nearite snails are so... They have such an easy temperament. So like they're very good in a community tank. They won't lay eggs. They won't reproduce. So in my experience as keeping them, they're very, very good.
And the horns, they're not like sharp. They're kind of rounded.
They are, yes.
I would think that a rainbow could get hurt on them because rainbow fish are dumb and they just run into stuff. So if it took like a horn to the eye, probably not going to have a good time.
Not going to have a good day. That's funny.
So LJ Aquatic says, Rob, set up your dream 10-gallon shrimp starter tank. Budget is a concern, but the health of the shrimp is obviously paramount. So I guess they're asking, what would you do with a 10-gallon?
Okay, so if I had a 10-gallon, so I'm all about keep it simple. A lot of people do go like the crazy route. They add like the bacteria to under the surface of the substrate, and they do like all kinds of crazy stuff. I've never done that ever.
That doesn't sound like a budget to me.
No. So like on a budget, I would go down to like your pool supplier, anywhere that sells like spas or hot tubs, and you can get pool filter sand. And it's really, really cheap, like 50-pound bags, $10. I would use that as a substrate because that's what we use is the majority of our substrate is pool filter sand. I would get a 10-gallon Matin filter. We sell them at Flip Aquatics. You can get them with Swiss Tropicals, wherever you want. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. And they usually are about $20. So now you got your filter. You need an air pump, and that's pretty much all that you need, and then just tap water. Now, I would recommend getting some plants. And so you could do you can go down to like your garden place and what is it called? Poso is the plant that is like a cheap
Pothos.
Garden plant. What is it?
Pothos.
Pothos, that's what it is. So you get pothos, you just stick it in there, and that will suck up like nitrates and all that. Any heavy metal it will suck up, things like that. So that'll keep your water nice and clean. And so you could really get a 10-gallon setup going with shrimp, not including the price of the shrimp. You can get cherry shrimp for like $1 on Aquabit or something. But without the price of the shrimp, you're looking at spending maybe under $50, and you could have really, really efficient small shrimp tank for sure.
Awesome.
That's what I would do. Like if I was going to go set one up now, that's exactly what I would do.
CH Aquatic says, Rob, are you going to Chicago? I would say not only are you going, but you have a booth as well.
Yeah, so Chicago, the Aquatic Experience, if you guys aren't familiar with that, we are going. I know Bob's going. I know Corey's going. Creative Pet Keeping's going. Like a lot of YouTubers are going. I have a booth there. Our booth is actually linked with the YouTube booth. And so if you stop by the YouTube booth, you are destined to see me. And it's going to be a great time. So I encourage anyone that hasn't already decided to go, you should rethink. Because who knows when we're going to be able to do another YouTube event like this.
Yeah, this is going to be as close as it gets to like a YouTube type gathering. So
yeah.
And I don't know of any schedule of like when people are going to be there. I know I'll probably be there all 3 days. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll be at the YouTube booth all 3 days.
Oh man!
Because there is at least one talk that I want to see, but yeah. So I don't know where I was going with that, but just don't get mad if you don't see me there.
What day are you flying down?
I get there Wednesday and leave Sunday or Monday. I don't remember.
Okay, are you flying down with Corey and Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you'll be there for a while.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Well, I think we're going. I'm definitely going. I'm pretty sure they're going to the Shed Aquarium on Thursday.
Okay. Do you know what time you get there on Wednesday?
Probably evening.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys are more than welcome to come film the event and set up. Because I didn't even tell Corey this, but the guy that's put like the head of the convention thinks it would be really awesome if some of the YouTubers could get video of like start to finish of the aquatic experience.
Oh, so they want us to advertise for them.
Oh, obviously. Isn't that how it always works?
So I have a question for you, and because I know a lot of people kill. This is going back to shrimp now. one of the biggest hangups I see people have with shrimp is they get a tank and then they throw shrimp in there. They think, they wait till it's cycled at least, but they still put shrimp in there and they die because, in my opinion, the tank isn't aged. There's no like biofilm, things like that. How long would you wait, or is there something that they could put in there to help them be more successful when just starting out a shrimp tank?
That's a great question. So, in a perfect world, if I had all the time in the world, I wasn't in any rush, I was being patient, I would set a tank up and I would let it run for about 3 months. I would put fish in there. I would keep a light on probably about 16, 17 hours a day, get some really good algae growing. Fish normally will not eat biofilm. So if you put a couple like choya logs in there, Malaysian driftwood, something like that, leaves, they'll start growing biofilm on them. And then after about 3 months, you'll have a pretty good cycled tank and a lot of good stuff in there. And then you could take the fish out and add the shrimp in. If you're in a hurry, like most people are, most people decide they want shrimp and set up a shrimp tank like the next day and order them the next week. And it's doable, but it's not ideal. So like when we get an import in, like we get in 15,000 shrimp, like there's no way we can have that many tanks cycled and ready to go. So what we do is we try to keep a light on the tanks 24/7. We add a little bit of liquid fertilizer to each tank, and then you get some good algae growth like a week before they come in. And then when they come in, we do a big water change to make sure to get like that fertilizer out of the water, or at least a decent amount out. And then we add live bacteria, which there's so many products for live bacteria. We use Fluval products, and then we also use Brightwell products or Continuum or whatever it is. And so you can just add live bacteria to it, and then it's ready immediately. It's good to put some snails in there because shrimp do not have that big of a bioload. So adding like mystery snails or neorite snails or Malaysian trumpet snails, something like that could really get the bioload going and keep the live bacteria alive, especially when it's liquid bacteria out of a bottle. It's important to keep it alive. So I would say either 3 months and do it the right way, or buy the stuff to do it the quick way. Just depends on how much of a hurry you're in.
So Timothy's asked, are Amano shrimp much better than, say, cherry shrimp at tank cleanup, or are they just somewhat better? So a lot better, or just a little better, or not better at all?
So Amano shrimp are fiends. I have never seen a shrimp eat food like an Amano shrimp. And I'll have to do a video of this, but literally, like we have an Amano shrimp tank. It's a 20-gallon. It has about 200 Amanos in it. And as soon as one piece of food hits a tank, every single one is swimming around like crazy. If they get a piece of it, they swim until they find a place that no one can get them, or they just eat it while they're swimming. So, like, as far as cleanup, Amano shrimp 1,000 times more efficient than cherry shrimp. But not saying cherry shrimp will not clean up, but if you want a cleanup crew, Amano shrimp and neorite snails are definitely the way to go, hands down.
Awesome. So Brian asked, are wood shrimp fairly hardy? I will say yes and no. I would say if there is ever a shrimp that you need a well-seasoned tank for, it's any type of fan shrimp, whether it's the wood or the blue one. That's just my experience with them. What do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, we've done the quick setup with the fan shrimp. We got them in our last import order and had to set up 2 tanks for them, and they've been doing really good. In my experience, and granted, we've only had fan shrimp for about a month now, so like we're not super far into it, but we've only lost, I think, we've lost one because it actually died, and then we lost a couple because they crawl out because they're so big. And so again, you need to have that tank covered. But in my experience, the biggest thing with fan shrimp is feeding them. Most people do not feed them enough, or do not feed them enough powdered food. And so you have to make sure they get enough food, because they're up to 6 inches big. So like a big shrimp needs a lot of food, and they need to graze constantly. It's like in their natural habitat, they're sitting in a river all day grazing. So they're collecting food all day. Typically, we only feed once a day. And so fan shrimp tend to die a lot because they don't get fed enough. That's my experience so far.
So I had a bamboo shrimp for a very long time, probably a couple years. And it would just sit on the power head, and it would never move. It was just on the power head.
That's awesome. How big did it get?
I would say it got pretty close to 4 inches.
Wow,
And then,
that's decent size.
Yeah, and then it just disappeared one day, so something happened.
Wonder if it crawled out. Do you have a cat?
No, but I do have a dog that likes to eat my dog food.
Yeah. So, we
Or
take
not
Ruby to
dog
the shop.
food, fish food, obviously.
Fish food. Okay, there we go.
I have a dog
I
that
was
likes to
wondering.
eat dog food. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought you were being sassy with me. I was like, oh, geez, all right. Oh yeah. Every time we take our dogs to the warehouse, if there's ever a dead fan shrimp on the ground, they always bring it to us. So that's
Really?
90% of the time. Like, actually, there was only one time that I found one, and it was because it was crawling. And the other times, the dogs always brought them to us, and that's how we found out that they died. So, yeah. So if you have a dog, they will eat dried up bamboo shrimp.
I wonder have they. So somebody asked earlier, but the comment got deleted. But I wanted to ask you anyways, and they said, well, first of all, Timothy with the $2 super chat says, "Love you guys." Sorry, I kind of forgot about that for a second, but thank you, Timothy. Really appreciate it.
Hey, we love you too. LOVE, love.
LUV. I'm not going LOVE.
No, you're not going that way.
But anyways, the question was, do neocardinias taste good? Have you ever fried any up and had like a neo stir fry?
No, I personally have not. Because you would have to eat the shell and everything because they're too small to kind of like de-shell. I mean, maybe it's possible. I don't know. Maybe if I convince Bob to come down the next time we do a meetup around here, I'll convince him to fry some up.
You probably have enough of them.
I do have enough. We'd probably go through a whole import order just trying to get full enough.
Still wouldn't fill me up.
Maybe Little Steen. Maybe Little Steen.
Here C-Dub Aqua Hobby says, how long do shrimps live, neocardinias?
So,
Neocardinas.
if you ask the internet, which we all know the internet's always right, they will say a year and a half. But we have had shrimp in our warehouse. Granted, we keep them in a cooler temperature. We feed them regularly, so they tend to live a little bit longer. And so we've had some live up to 3.5 years. So they can live a decent amount of time. I would say on average, you'll get 2 years out of them if you treat them right. Some die right away. And that's why it's always good to get baby shrimp too. Like if you can get baby shrimp, that's the best because you know you're going to have them for the life of the shrimp. When you get imported shrimp, sometimes they're young, sometimes they're old. It just depends. And so it's always better to go younger because you want to get as much out of the shrimp as you can, just enjoying them.
Yeah, I do the same thing with my fish. I much prefer to buy fry. So, one, I don't want to buy a grandpa and not know how old he is and, he dies in a week. But, yeah, it's definitely more fun watching him grow, too, I think.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's the whole fun of the hobby is like for me, the whole fun of the hobby is breeding, watching them grow, and just like having it around. Like I just love it. Like first fish I ever bred. Now, hold on, Bob. I'll ask you first. What was the first fish you ever bred?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this can be good.
I don't even know if I remember, to be honest.
What? It wasn't like magical.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. I'd probably have to go back and look at all my old YouTube videos.
Oh man.
So no, it wasn't very magical.
No, first fish I ever bred was a balloon molly. Those ugly little balloon mollies. And I was so excited that we had a 55-gallon tank, or I guess it turns out it was a 40-gallon. But I literally took all the decorations out of it to catch like 7 babies. It took me literally about 3 hours, but I was like pumped, like so excited. And so that's what got me hooked. Breeding balloon mollies.
So Nisi wants to know, how big of a tank would you recommend for 2 bamboo shrimp? As many Bloody Marys are they? What? As many Bloody Marys are... Oh, as many Bloody Marys. Pop out, Amano's breeding guppies. I have no idea what she's asking. You might have to read that.
Okay, so as...
I butchered that whole... okay, your turn.
So maybe Nisi wants, for sure, 2 bamboo shrimp, and then as many Bloody Marys as she can get, and then Amanos and breeding guppies in the same tank? Wow. So Nisi's got a lot going on. So, for 2 bamboo shrimp, really, I would say like probably a 20-gallon would do. And you can have other stuff in there. We have about 25 in a 40-gallon, which that's all that's in there, and I wouldn't recommend it, but that's how we keep them. But I would say for all those things, you're looking at probably about a 30-gallon. 2 bamboo shrimp, probably about 10 Bloody Marys before they start breeding, 5 Amano shrimp, and then some guppies. You could do all that in probably a 20 or 30-gallon.
All right.
What do you think, Bob?
I'm still overwhelmed by that whole paragraph.
That's hilarious.
Just went whoop right over my head.
She did say she'll message me, so that'll make it easier. Oh man, I gotta eat my Cheerios while we're talking.
Your Cheerios?
Oh yeah, got them in a bowl. I was hanging out with the baby today, and that's how they feed the baby. So I was like, I could do that.
So it looks like somebody asked, how many shrimplets do you get in a clutch? Is there like an average number that you're gonna get?
So the older the shrimp is, the more you get, obviously, because they get bigger, they're more experienced. I would say out of an average Neocaridina shrimp, you will get probably about 30 babies on average. Now, it could be more than that. It could be less. If they get stressed out, they can drop their eggs. They can molt early and drop their eggs. So there's a lot of factors that come in, but 30 is probably a good average. And then Caridina, it's probably a little bit less. Probably about 20.
Okay, so here's a good question. ELR says, do you need to quarantine your first shrimp being added to an established fish tank? So basically, adding shrimp to fish, do you need to be worried about diseases?
So, I don't think there's any diseases that... I would reason to say that most diseases that affect shrimp will not affect fish. Like fish, like I've never seen a shrimp get ick. I've had fish with ick in a shrimp tank, and the shrimp did completely fine. And so I would say that most things will be completely fine. Now, if you get a bacterial infection, like even this, okay, so here's an example. Early on, when I would get sick shrimp that had like parasites or something like that, I would feed it right to my fish. And that would be like the garbage disposal, more or less. And it's a quick death, and it's an easy meal. So, and that fish is still around today. And I've never had issues with him. He's fat as can be. And so I would reason to say that most diseases cannot spread from fish to shrimp, or vice versa. How about you, Bob? You've had some experience.
I've never heard of anything transferring from one to the other. Like, never. I've never researched it that much. This is just going by watching other people's videos and live streams and my own experience with the few shrimp that I've kept.
Yeah, Kelly Jarvis said, "Cheerios are my cure for yawning." So, Bob, do you know what that is or no?
Do I know what Cheerios are?
No, my yawning. Like, have you heard of that?
No.
So literally, I do live streams.
I know in your last
Hobbyist.
live stream you were saying that you weren't gonna yawn.
Yeah, I literally yawn like 3 or 4 times every single live stream. Like, I don't know why. Like, I think I just get relaxed and then I like get tired. But so
you probably just get bored.
I probably just get bored talking to myself. I mean, at least I get to talk to you this time, so I'm not bored.
Yeah, it's usually a bit more fun when there's a couple people.
Oh yeah, look at it. We got Aqua Pros in the house.
Oh, we got a celebrity in here.
Wow, we're not worthy.
I don't know. Has he hit 100? If he hasn't hit 100K yet, I don't think he should be allowed to be in here.
Yeah. Well, what is he at? Let's see. Go to channel. I mean, he definitely is. He still ahead of Aquarium Co-op?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he is. He's almost at 90K. Aqua Pros. What a man. And we got Challenge the Wild here also.
Sam is here, the Fish Life. Hey, Sam, I haven't seen you in a while.
What's going on, Sam?
Let's see. Will rainbow fish and guppies be okay together in the long run? It depends on the rainbow fish. Some of them will get too big for guppies, and some of them will fin nip guppies. So I would say no, but it's been done.
Aw, Bob, you look tired?
So
I think you look good.
I worked 14 hours yesterday, like 12 hours the day before. I don't even know how many hours I worked today. It's all just kind of a blur this whole week.
Jeez. We're
So,
just busy right now.
Yeah, we had a really huge project, and I'm super tired and sore. One of those kind of things.
Well, how was your Steenfott takes a day off?
Um, it was good to not have to be here for that.
Yeah,
Although
I thought it. Oh, go ahead.
there was all kinds of shenanigans. I still haven't even had time to finish watching the stream, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Did you see how many super chats I got?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I know when I tuned in, you had like a 50, a 20, and like a 5.
Yep, it was pretty insane.
Yeah. That was fun, though. I literally thought they were pulling another KG Tropicals where they were going to say you weren't coming, and then all of a sudden you'd pop up, and then it never happened.
Nope.
So I was like, wow, you really did take a day off.
Nope, yeah. I actually had a dentist appointment. It was nothing exciting. I just had a dentist appointment.
Oh. How many cavities they have to fix?
None.
Wow.
No, you would think so looking at my teeth, but
Yeah, well, I would think so with all the fish you eat.
and shrimp.
Yeah, well, you definitely eat the shrimp. So, Bob, when you getting some more shrimp tanks?
Whenever you send me more shrimp.
Oh, what's the next type? What's on the menu?
I want to try crystal shrimp. So what I'm thinking, so I have my 50-gallon low boy, right? That's full of plecos.
Okay.
And
Yep.
it's just not enough water volume for the amount of plecos that are in there. So I want to not get rid of the plecos, but just move them into a bigger tank so I don't have to do water changes like every other day.
Yeah.
And then I want to plant that, and I'd like to try crystal shrimp. I've never tried crystal shrimp.
Well, crystal shrimp will definitely pop because they're like solid white and red or solid white and black.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, that's a good idea. I could find a way to send you some crystal shrimp. Are you gonna completely reset it, do new substrate and everything?
Yeah, I want to do, well, it's stupid expensive, but I kind of want to do like aqua soil.
Okay.
Not ADA because I definitely cannot afford to do ADA, but some sort of aqua soil just because I like the way it looks.
You just like that black granule texture?
Yeah. And it should be better for plants, so.
We'll have to talk about that because I got a wholesale account with well, I'm sure you know people that have wholesale accounts with it, but I can find a way to help you out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we need to make this happen. How soon? Come on. Next week?
Well, there's 3 plecos that I am selling, so I got to get rid of those first. And then find homes for my other plecos, but I could do it fairly quick.
Nice.
Maybe I'll just sell
Honestly,
all my plecos. I don't know.
You will love a crystal tank.
Yeah, I would think it would be awesome to get like just hundreds of them in there.
Oh, and you easily could. A 50-gallon?
Yeah.
Like we start. Ooh, look at Aqua Pros dropping the big money. Here's all my ad revenue from last month.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Jeez.
Yeah, add 3 more zeros on that.
Yeah, ad revenue from 2 minutes of video.
Yeah, ad revenue since he's been in the live stream. That's hilarious. But thank you, Aqua Pros.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Aqua Pros, like you said, is going to Chicago. Well, I don't know if he said that now, but he is going to Chicago.
Well, that would be fun.
Don't get shot.
What'd somebody say? Don't get shocked?
No, someone said don't get shot. Because that's what happens to people in Chicago, so.
What the heck? That's hilarious. I'm definitely getting kissed by the zeal, or by the seal this year.
I don't know if I'll do that again, but when I'm at the Shed Aquarium, I am going to go swim with the beluga whales.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Do you have to like, do you get in a wetsuit for that?
I think so, and it's...
I'm just trying to picture the video of it. That's all.
But it's stupid expensive, too, but I think it's worth it. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know?
Oh, yeah, you like those... Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, I think it's like $200 or something.
Hey, have you announced the trip you're taking next year?
To Peru?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to have it so my super chats went to Fun Peru.
No
And,
way.
I'll probably have to do that again, to be honest, because the cost is getting pretty high.
That's awesome. I would love to go to Peru. I really would. The only thing is, Amanda, like, Amanda, if I went, Amanda would want to go. And then, like, you know how stupid expensive Peru is. So for one person to go, it's really expensive. For two people to go, it's a lot more expensive.
Yep.
So.
Kang Lee wants to know if you have a Patreon page, and I will just say thanks to all my Patreons, or patrons, I don't know what you're called, but I have a couple of them, so if there's any here, just a huge thank you. But do you have one?
No, so I actually don't. And it was actually my goal to set one up. And because I really, really love the idea Corey came out with, which is setting it to a maximum of $1, and just everyone picking like 3 people to support. And what I was gonna do, and now don't hold me to this, but this is what I'm planning on doing, is whoever wants to be a part of it, I will commit to whoever wants to be a part of it giving them $1. I mean, without like there can't be 1,000 of them, but like if there's like 50 YouTubers, like I would gladly give each one of them $1 just to kind of get it kickstarted. And I'm sure a lot more people would be on board with that, because I think that's a great idea. And I'm sure you've talked about it on here before.
I actually haven't talked about Patreon at all, really, like ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Corey talked about it. I know. I was just sitting in my fish room on Saturday, and I got an email that said so and so, subscribed or whatever they call it on Patreon, and I was like, 'cause I made Patreon like a year ago, but I never said anything about it. And then I got another one, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm getting all these Patreon people, and I couldn't figure it out. And then later, Corey was like, yeah, I talked about it in my live stream. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's.
Like, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea, because like, especially with like super chats, like, not that it's a bad thing, but YouTube takes a generous portion of the super chats, which it is what it is. And then, like, us as creators, we rely on ad revenue and different things like that. Maybe some advertising if we get lucky enough to have someone want to advertise on our channel. And so, like, Patreon's, like, a good way to, like, make it self-sufficient for YouTube creators, especially in our niche community. And so I think it's a really cool idea, like, if everyone just set it up to where, like, the max you could receive is $1, and then people just support you for $1. And then everyone just
greedy,
supports
I didn't
everyone.
put a max on it.
Well, hey, that's all right. I mean, hey, it is what it is, right?
I didn't even know that was a rule.
Yeah, so like the way Corey originally wanted it is like the max you could give is $1, and then like we would all, like, whoever did it, their Patreon would list the other people that are a part of it, and then it would kind of be like, hey, choose 3 people that you like from this list, and then most of us, like, I'm pretty sure the vast majority of us, now there's some people that can't, could afford to give $1, give $3 a month, something like that, to support people. And like Bob, for you, like, if half of your subscribers gave you $1 per month, how would that change your life?
Even if like 10%, half. I mean, well, if I tell you what, if half my subscribers did that, I would not have to put advertisements on my videos.
Yeah,
that would be the huge thing.
You'd probably be able to quit work too.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wouldn't ask everyone else to allow me to quit my job, though. Yes, it would be awesome, but I'm not gonna sit here and like, everyone go give me $1.
Well, think of all the content you'd be able to produce if that's all you did. Right? And people watch you for your content. So really, $1 could equate to 10 times better content and a lot more content and more things and trying different things. And so there's a lot of like benefits to it, in my opinion.
Susan says my audio needs to come up 3 decibels. To raise my audio 3 decibels, I have to double my wattage. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're loud on my side.
The Turtle Girl brings up a good point. That's what Corvus Ocean is doing, is trying to take off ads. So Corvus Ocean, last time I checked, has no ads on his YouTube and goes strictly off of Patreon.
Yeah, and he's actually doing really good on Patreon, I think.
Yeah, last time I checked, he wasn't doing too bad.
Yeah, so that, I mean, it's a great way to go, and people would much rather not see ads. I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, ads piss me off, but
They make me mad too.
but I still put them in
Like-
my video because I'm a douche.
Hey, you said it, not me. Oh, that's funny. Like, I finally broke down the other day, and on our website, flipaquatics.com, I didn't want to do it, but I did it, is I put a pop-up that when you go onto the website, it asks you to join our email list, just because, like, I hate it, because I hate getting pop-ups, but at the same time, they said it's so effective that, like, if you're not doing it, you're just losing. Like, you're losing people.
Don't
Go
ever
ahead.
put this on your website, or I'm gonna punch you in the nose. The
I don't want to
stupid
be punched in the
that says take a survey the website from. Oh, I hate those. When I'm sitting there, I'm doing some shopping on like Cabela's or something, and the little pop up. Do you want to take a survey? No. God, it's so annoying.
Oh, that's funny.
I wish I could just. It's so frustrating.
So you hate pop-ups.
I don't mind
Mainly
the email
survey
thing
pop-ups.
because the email thing, I don't know. I don't know why that doesn't bug me, but this one does. Because usually the email thing is like in the bottom corner, but the survey one, it just comes up and you can't, like the email, you can still click other places on the website, but the survey, you actually have to click on it and close it. I don't know. It's just frustrating.
Pain in your butt. Well, don't ever shop at Cabela's online then. Oh, man. Flip Diesel I got called. I like that. Oh, man. Corvus.
Maybe 3 tops? I'm missing some chat here.
Yeah, we're not being very good about chat. I'm distracting you.
Corvus Ocean videos are way too long to watch. That's because all his videos are live streams, right? That's more.
Yeah, but
his videos are more like podcasting, which is nice. They definitely have their place.
I love Corvus's videos because, like, he does them every day. So if you miss one, like, it's not a big deal. If you miss a couple, it's not a big deal. So, like, whenever you're free, like, it works out that almost every time he's live streaming, I'm doing dishes. And so I'll just, like, play his video, like, the tail end of his video when I'm doing dishes. And then if Bob's on, I'll play his while I'm finished dishes. And so it does work out really good. Like, live streams definitely have their place in the YouTube community. At least in my opinion, because I get value out of them.
Yeah, if I was smart, I would turn them into podcasts like Corey does, but I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm hoping that someday some really nice subscriber like sends me an email and says, "This is how you do it."
See, I don't like podcasts. I don't know why. I think YouTube is moving in a way that they're gonna have like podcast type things built in to the service already, and so I think podcast is eventually gonna.
I don't know, man. YouTube's going downhill fast.
You think?
I think having every video demonetized is very frustrating.
That is a pain in the butt. I do agree with you there.
Big Fly Multimedia is here. Hey, everybody, he says. Fun fact, Big Fly Multimedia actually made my logo. So I am forever in his debt.
They did a wonderful job. Hey, wife.
Taylor wants to know how many dishes do you have?
Well, if Amanda's cooking, there's a ton of dishes. And yeah, I'm live streaming. Come say hi. Swear to God. She doesn't believe me. They want to see the girl that fell in love with me over Royal Blues.
Yeah, we heard this. We heard the story. Now
they heard the story, and now you just have to be a part of it. Nope, she's not doing it. But we do get a decent amount of dishes, like cooking. Like I'm always like, hey, let's go out to eat. Like, I don't feel like doing dishes, but you know, it is what it is. Oh man.
Okay. Oh, the other thing that kind of the whole Patreon thing is like, so there's a couple channels that I wanted to support, but they already support me. So like us giving each other $1 only makes Patreon money. So that's the one thing that you got to kind of watch out for. Like because I know like I was gonna support Nisi because of everything that she does, right? But she already supports me. So if she gives me $1 and then I give her $1. The only one making money is Patreon is taking the 5% out of there, and it's a wash for us. So,
yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from, but it's like, let's say you support me and I support you, and we both give each other $5. It's not the fact that like, hey, like it's not the fact that it's a wash or we're losing money. It's just the fact that like we're each showing support from each other, even
That's
though
true.
it costs us $2 or $1.50 or something like that. And so I guess it like in those type of situations, it comes back to like just like making the person feel good. Like it feels good when people want to support you, even if you're already supporting them.
See, I knew you could put a positive spin on it.
Always, I always try to be positive, some way or another.
Have you kept vampire shrimp? I don't know who they're asking, but we both have.
Yes, bamboo shrimp are thebomb.com. And
I
what
knew
else?
it. I had a bet. I was betting someone that you would say thebomb.com at least once on the live stream.
You really bet
And
someone
we
that?
got it with 9 minutes to go.
Oh man, they should have texted me and told me not to say it. That's funny. Is that a real bet?
Yeah. It was.
That's hilarious. Is it with
Ken
Corey?
Lee with the $5 super chat. Rob, are you and Amanda coming to Minnesota? We would love it if you both came.
So, that's a great question. I officially have not talked to Amanda about it yet, but I can, and then I will let you know. Tell Cy and the girls I said hello. And then what I was thinking, what could work is when we're in Chicago, it's not much farther to just come up and hang out with you guys for a little while. So we might be able to sneak up there for a day or two. So it's definitely possible. Ken Lee is the man, by the way.
Ken
Like,
Lee is the man.
He is awesome. Which it's gonna be. Ken Lee, are you coming to the aquatic experience? I'm sure you are, but I need to know for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I'm pretty sure that I've seen him say that he is. Of course, I could be really wrong.
Yeah, because we're gonna be short staffed on our booth because Jeff, the guy that like holds the whole Flip Aquatics team together, he has to stay back and take care of the shrimp while we're at the aquatic experience, and so we actually really need like a second person or a third person, I guess.
Oh, so you want him to come down so you can put him to work?
So I was gonna see because King Lee is like the nicest guy ever. So I was gonna see if we could pay him to like hang out and do some orders for us or talk to customers or something. I might just convince Corey to do it though.
I'm not a very good salesman anymore, so don't ask me.
No, I'm gonna ask you too. You were like, I already anticipated you helping.
Flint's Fish Forum says, Rob, how is your dog doing?
No, she isn't up here anymore. I was gonna show her. She's doing really good. Like, so we have two dogs. We have Emma, who's my older dog, and then we have Ruby, which is the red golden doodle. And then she is such a runt. Like, it's ridiculous. So like when we got her, we never knew she'd be so small. Like golden doodles are usually like, I don't know, 60 pounds, 50, 60 pounds. She's like 30 pounds, and she is tiny. So I think she's technically a miniature golden doodle, but they're all doing really, really good. They are. And King Lee is coming to the aquatic experience. So that's awesome.
Good. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but like, I'm repping some Aquarium co-op swag. I felt like you could call me Rob of Aquarium co-op since there's so many. Like, there's Jimmy, there's Corey. Like, why not just make me Rob of Aquarium Co-op? That's what I was thinking.
You could probably have your own email, too.
I probably could.
So, Plastic Bass Hunter says, when is the giveaway for the $100 gift card Corey did? That is going to be on Monday's live stream.
Whoa.
Yes, Corey donated a $100 gift card on my live stream.
Jeez.
It has to do with the super chats. That's why everyone was super chatting. So I definitely have to finish.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Now I feel like we gotta do a giveaway.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Ken Lee, real quick though, does say he would love to help you out, and he accepts.
Done. And Aqua Pro said he'll work for me too.
Aqua Pros?
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know anything about shrimp.
Well, hey, we'll learn. He's had shrimp tanks.
I know.
Remember, he's a craw daddy. Remember?
Yep. Yeah, I remember he killed them all.
Well, we don't talk about the negative. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, he is gonna kill you.
LJ Aquatics says you had to have done a super chat to be eligible. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. as far as the $100 co-op giveaway.
Well, that was a good idea.
So Plastic Bass Hunter next Monday. Tune in on Monday.
Oh yeah. Hey Bob, one thing we could talk about real quick is we did that Tanks for Teachers thing.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it, because me and you really haven't been able to catch up on it too much.
I'm still waiting to see it.
So I was technically supposed to get the videos last night, which I don't think I ever did. I'll have to double check. But we set up a so behind me I used to have these 10-gallon Shrimp King tanks, which there's still 2 of them, but I used to have a third one. And so I actually took that tank down, and then Bob donated some money from like his fund for Tanks for Teachers. We completely redid it, got some sand, got some new plants, some fish, different things like that. And then I drove it to, it was actually my friend's wife that I used to work with. My buddy I used to work with. It's his wife who's a 5th grade science teacher. And so I took it down there, and it's like a huge hit. The kids love it. They actually had some of the like higher up people come in and see it, and they loved it. And so it's a really good thing. And so thank you, Bob, for helping out with that. And I think it's just Tanks for Teachers is such an awesome thing to do.
I've had no luck locally. I've had my second teacher just bail on me. And I don't know if it's just the teachers around here, but it's like they don't just bail, they just stop talking to you. And I know, they're super busy and whatnot, so I try not to get too upset, but it's a little frustrating.
That's crazy to me because like you want to do something for someone and then they just doesn't work out.
Yep, twice in a row now.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've never had that issue, but I guess it's because I personally know them. And they actually, how it all started, she reached out to me, and she was like, or no, my buddy reached out to me, and he's like, hey, could you do a fish tank for my wife? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. And then like she just really wanted it. She thought it'd be great for the kids. And the first year, actually what we did is we did a 40-gallon, and then we cut 2x4s to sit inside the lip of it. And then what they did is they cut holes in it and grew plants out of the water. And then she taught them like how the whole like nitrogen cycle works and how plants take out the fish poop, and then they like clean the water for the fish. You technically don't need a filter then. And it was like the hydroponic setup, or aquaponics. So it was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone got a message deleted. I always gotta look. Oh. Yep, that'll probably get deleted.
That is funny, though.
Let's see. What do we got here? I speak from experience. At the beginning of the year is a nightmare. Yep. So I think I don't know. Were the teachers hot or not? I don't know why that's relevant, but they were men. So I don't find men attractive. Sorry.
So they were probably pretty hot, right, Bob?
Yep.
Oh,
and
man.
Sam from the Fish Life, I've seen your comment a few times. Sorry I did not acknowledge it. Is coming to Seattle this weekend. You'll have to let me know if you're going to Aquarium Co-op, and maybe I'll try to meet you down there.
Oh, man. So the Bearded Fish Keeper says he's sitting in traffic, so we got to keep the stream going for another 30 minutes until he gets home.
Well, we still gotta give something away though, right?
Yeah. Oh, we do have to do that. So what do you want to give away, or what does everyone want? So like we could do bamboo shrimp, we could do just a general gift card.
Yeah. Now this is from Flip Aquatics, so we're not giving away like BMWs or anything.
Yeah, I can't afford that. I mean, maybe if Bob was doing a giveaway, especially with all of his super chats.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Yeah. Well, let's see. My biggest seller is the shrimp starter packs, which you could do like any type of Neocaridina. You could do tiger shrimp. You could do crystal reds. So I could give just away a free starter pack, and then the person could choose what type of shrimp they wanted, or we could just do a general gift card, whatever.
Ooh, yeah, they're gonna choose the Taiwan B starter pack. That's $120.
That's the one that's not included.
Oh, that was not included?
No, because that one technically doesn't come with anything for a starter pack. It just comes with shrimp. So I never include that one.
So we got some disclaimers.
Technically, I guess I could.
So I actually have to click
People
on
want Rob's hat. All right.
Huh?
They want the Aquarium Co-op hat.
I wonder if you can actually get that.
I don't know. I think it's limited edition. Bob, you're getting one too, aren't you?
Yep.
Nice. Well, so there's going to be the cool squad. Oh Which soon they're going to be sold on the website and everyone will get them.
So like in this starter pack, 10 shrimp of your choice. So.
Yep, you get 10 shrimp of your choice, any type, and then you get.
Well, that's not true because I can't get the tigers.
You can get tangerine tigers.
I'm just kidding. So there's 20 cherry shrimp, 10 Bloody Mary, 10 fantasy blue, which I like, black rose, which are nice, carbon lily, and orange sun-kissed.
Yep. And then there's a crystal red where you can do the crystal reds or crystal blacks, and then I'll do the tiger one, which is tangerine tigers. And they all come with a shrimp net. What is it? A shrimp net. They come with food and then Indian almond leaves. So it's basically like all the pretty much essentials besides the tank and the filter.
Now, does it still come with like the multiple different types of like food sampler? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Because I got the tiger starter pack from you. That's what I got last year, and it came with all the other stuff.
Yeah, it comes with all that stuff still. Let me set up a discount code. What do we want the discount code to be? Bob, let's do
Well, you can't give out the discount code, then everyone's going to use it.
Oh, you're right. That's funny.
He almost just gave away $1 million.
Let's just give it all away for free. That's hilarious.
Noah says hats are $25 on the site, so they're already on the site.
There you go. So we don't have to give them away. I'll give away $25 so you can go buy a Aquarium Co-op hat.
Well, we still got to figure out how we're going to pick a winner. That's going to be the hard part. Because I don't know how to do it.
Well, we could do something. Well, so last week they did, what was it? Super chats. We could do anyone that signs up for Steenfott. So like all your Patreons, if anyone signs up for $1, they would be automatically entered in for the giveaway.
No,
so it's only
I want the giveaway to be an actual giveaway, not give me something free. And I'll give you something. Yeah.
Well, how about this? How about you start a thread on your Steenfott Facebook page, and whoever comments will be entered into it, and then you could pick one in like 2 or 3 days, and then we'll draw the winner.
Well, I have a lot of people that aren't on Facebook. What about after this video uploads, leave a comment on the video?
Ooh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
That's what I'm thinking.
How about they comment with their favorite type of shrimp, and then they automatically get entered?
Yep, and only one comment per person. Not like this last time I did that where there was like 15,000 comments.
Oh my gosh.
So one comment per person. And we're towards the end. So the only people that are going to know about this are the people that actually watch the whole thing.
That is true.
So I think you're going to have pretty good odds.
So there's 195 people watching. So you have a 1 in 195 chance of winning if the other people don't watch till the end.
Yep. And if people actually comment. And if you comment more than once, I'm going to disqualify you. So I'll pick the name randomly, and then I'll check to make sure you didn't comment twice.
Flynn said, how many times can we comment?
Flynn.
He's trying to sneak in.
Flynn, you're in Canada anyways. It doesn't apply to you. I guess we should state that USA only, right?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably make it work just for... No, I can't. Yeah, Flip Aquatics only. USA only.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just too hard to shrimp live animals all over the world.
It is. Peter Thiel, thank you so much. He said the Flip Aquatics website is great.
It's definitely gotten a lot better over the last couple of months.
It's definitely an improvement. Oh my gosh, the old one. Whew. I didn't know how bad it was until I got the new one.
And he says that he signed up for the Flip Aquatics email database. So
wow.
you got another email to sell.
Well, that's awesome. Well, when you sign up, you automatically get 10% off.
Do you sell the emails?
No.
Like, do you have just a big batch of thousands that you sell to overseas people?
No, that'd be terrible. No, in most terms and conditions say that you cannot sell it or people won't sign up for it.
So I'm not even going to put this like in the comments when the video's done loading. I'm not going to mention anything about this contest. So only the people that are here watching know about it.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
So
you guys, there really are good chances of winning now.
Yep. So don't even like just say your favorite shrimp. Don't say I hope I win. You know, don't give it away. You're gonna ruin your odds.
Yeah, that is true. You got to be discreet.
Barbara Jackson, you comment after they were done with the live stream and the video uploads. Just leave a comment there.
Yep, and you get a free shrimp starter pack. Anyone you want, except for Taiwan bees.
King Kongs.
No King Kongs. I can't afford that much. No, I don't have that many left. I don't think. I gotta check.
Now, how about now, Flynn? If you do comment and you do win, I will let you pick a winner, and I will let you decide who you want them to go to.
Actually, if Flynn comments and wins, I will send him something special. I can't guarantee it will be shrimp, but I'll send him something.
Let's see. Steenfott Aquatics, what if someone UK enters and wins? Can they give the prize to someone in the USA? Yeah, essentially, yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's your prize.
Just
you
like
want
what
it,
I
you can
said
do whatever you want.
to Flynn just now. If he wins, you know, someone outside of the US can certainly pick. Absolutely.
Nice. I know, I'm going to be on that.
So ELR says, do different types of shrimp eat different types of algae?
In my experience, no. So they all eat the same type of algae. Now, granted, Amano shrimps will eat more types of algae. Like they'll tear blackbeard algae, they'll eat stringy algae. Like whereas Neocaridinus technically they just eat the algae that grows on the glass. And so some will eat more types, whereas others will not eat very many. But algae is algae. Like most of it is. Most shrimps will eat the majority of it.
So Plastic Bass Hunter is calling you out. He says, add instructions for the Matin filter.
You know what? We actually do have instructions. So if you didn't get some, it means that like something happened on that day that you didn't get them. So I apologize for that. But we do have them. So if you send me an email, rob@flipaquatics.com, I will email the instructions to you. And I do apologize if you didn't get them. But thank you for super chatting us, though.
So you don't have like a video on setting up a Matin filter?
No, I don't think I do.
I mean, it would only be like a 2-minute video, but...
Yeah, what a terrible video it would be, though. Maybe an unlisted video that I can link to.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. I know I definitely have a handout.
Blue Shadow Pandas? I don't think I've ever seen those.
We actually do have blue shadow pandas. They're just like regular black and white pandas, except instead of white, they have blue. So really pretty.
What is the minimum temperature for cherry shrimp?
I would say anything above 50.
Yep.
They can survive.
I've never kept mine below like 62, but I've heard they can go colder.
Yeah, the lowest I've had them is like 51, and it was just for a short amount of time because I turned my Do you remember that video where I killed my wife's favorite fish?
Yep.
Yeah, in the warehouse, like the tank temperatures got down to like 52 degrees. Yeah, it was brutal. So that's how I know cherry shrimp can live in 52-degree weather, or 51 or whatever.
So Racing's Natural Aquarium just says fire red painted. My question is, what's the difference between a fire red painted and just a cherry shrimp?
So they're all the same shrimp. They're just different color grades. So like red cherry is the first one, or just cherry shrimp, and then you go sakura, and then fire red, and then painted fire red. So painted fire red shrimp is one that has like solid red. You can't see through it. It's not transparent anywhere. The legs are solid red. And then a fire red would be like pretty much solid, but a little bit transparent. Sakura is like the normal cherry shrimps that you see. And then just a normal cherry shrimp is pretty much a clear shrimp with hints of red in it.
So Plastic Bass Hunter with another... I'm starting to really like this
Man!
guy. He really
like
throws down his comments. He said his box showed up with sponge and PVC only.
Yeah.
He's angry.
He is angry. So we will definitely send you some instructions.
Yeah,
I will send you mail with instruction in it if you would like it.
What's your email? How can he email you and say, give me some
Here, I'll type
effing instructions?
Now, I could tell you the instructions.
Okay, go ahead.
Just real quick. So like it comes with PVC. The PVC is already built for you. Then it goes with a sponge, and you literally just slide the PVC into the sponge, like the 45-degree angle, and then there's a little hole in the back of the PVC, and you just need airline tubing and shove it into that hole, and you're good to go. It's ready for you. So, I mean, I definitely, you can look up on my YouTube channel. I have videos on Matten filters, which shows them running, and then you can get a general idea that way. Or on our website, it actually has pictures of them all set up, and so there's ways you can see what it looks like all set up if you're having problems. But I will definitely send you an email or more mail or something like that to get you some instructions.
Barbara Jackson says he's so angry he's throwing money at you. Kodiak Bearer says, is it normal for cherries to have a pink line down the back?
It is. It's common. So I would say about maybe 25% of all like higher end cherry shrimp have the line, and it's just a genetic thing. It doesn't. It's not bad.
Is that like the yellow ones, where some of the yellow ones get that like gold stripe down the back?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. A lot of the neos will get that. Ooh.
And Cynthia Daniels with the $2 super chat, no text. Thank you, Cynthia. Plastic Bass Hunter coming back says, I figured it out, but some peeps are dumb.
Classic Bass, man. He is literally throwing money at us.
I love this guy.
When he comments big.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is a good feedback. So thank you for that.
ELR says, how many Amano to add to a 55-gallon with lots of algae? I would do at least 20 myself.
Yeah, I was going to say 10.
I love big armies of Amano shrimp.
Yeah, because 10 you'll never see if it's like a heavily planted tank. But, I mean, at 55, you could honestly do 50, 60, 70 Amano shrimp if you really wanted to.
If you could afford it.
Yeah, if you could afford it.
Yeah, that's the real question. The real answer is however many you can afford.
Yeah.
So Bourbon Aquatic says, do peacock eels get along with shrimp? I would say absolutely not. What do you think? I think it's going to be food.
Most eels will eat shrimp.
I guarantee you it'll be expensive meals.
Oh my gosh, Bob, you got that, what is it, an emoji or whatever? Or a GIF that comes up when you get a super chat?
I do.
The Office? That's hilarious.
It looks something like this.
Let me see.
I just donated $74.
You donated $74 to yourself. Well, you know what that means. 50 of it goes to YouTube.
No, it's not that much.
No, it's like probably 40 of it.
It's only 30.
Oh, is it?
But once you add taxes, and it gets down to like 50.
How long do Amano shrimp live for? Lumpy Dog, what's going on, Lumpy Dog? Honestly, I'm not sure. Like, I would have to look it up. I've never kept Amano shrimp long term, but I want to say they could live up to like 6 years. Bob, you've kept them more than I have.
I have no idea. When I buy a mono shrimp, I buy like 40 at a time. So it's hard to say.
It's hard to know.
You know, you don't know how old they are when you get them. So
true.
Can you put a mono shrimp with a betta? I think you're gonna have better luck with a mono shrimp if you get some nice big adults. You might actually be okay.
Oh, and they said 2 to 3 years on a mono shrimp, but I don't know if that's true. But yes, you could definitely keep a mono shrimp with bettas. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, a mono shrimp are like, they're pretty BA. Like, they hold their own, and they're not afraid of anything. So,
come here, goofball. Trying to get my dog up here. Oh. Do shrimp compete for food with hillstream loaches? Yes, I would say they'll compete with algae.
Oh yeah, and all bottom feeders compete to some extent, like snails and shrimp and plecos, things like that.
Flint says, Steenfott, or actually Rob, is it completely impossible to breed Amanos in freshwater, or just super hard? I think it's impossible, but
it is impossible. The way that you could do it in brackish water, which is really not hard to make brackish water.
What if you had like Lake Tanganyika water with like 9.5 pH and super hard? Maybe.
Maybe, but it's all about like the type of hardness it is. Like, I don't know. Salt water just has like certain chemicals in it and minerals and not chemicals, minerals and elements and things in there that they need to survive, which really hard water could, but I've never heard of them breeding in fresh water.
So, anyways, let me start over. In all the forums and everything, YouTube channels that I've watched, I've only seen one person even successfully breed them from start to finish, like 2 adults. So I think it's got to be pretty hard.
It's hard. I know that the person we get them from breeds them all himself, or at least the majority of them himself. And he actually did an article on like how he does it. I haven't read it. Amanda read it.
That's probably the article I read.
Yeah, maybe. She wants to attempt it because we have a couple of brackish tanks set up for like we got in purple zebra shrimp, and so man, plastic bass hunters just dumping the money. I love it. That's hilarious. But yeah, so it is possible, or I don't even remember what we were talking about. Something with Amano shrimp. I was going back to Flint's comment, but it is possible to breed them. It's just not the easiest thing in the world.
Plastic bass hunter again found a mono shrimp in 2-year-old tank with 4.5 pH.
Yeah, I mean, if a mono shrimp can definitely live a long time, and they're hardy. Those things do not like to die.
And then there was also a question someone asked if you could put cherry shrimp in with angelfish. They will get eaten, but I think if you have enough of them that could outproduce and lots of plants, it can definitely be done.
Yeah, and the big thing is make sure you're not breeding the angelfish. If you're breeding them in the tank, then they're really gonna kill off shrimp. Pretty much anything that breeds, it's territorial and it will pretty much kill anything that comes in its way. And shrimp are easy prey, extremely easy prey.
All right, let's see. I think we're getting about close to wrapping it up. We're already gone over a little.
Yeah, and you're exhausted. You've been working crazy time.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going straight to bed afterwards, but
jeez. What time? It's only like what, 6 o'clock your time?
6:18.
6:18. So it's not too late, but you get up at like 4 something in the morning.
Yeah, I've been getting up at 3:30.
Jeez. Yeah, I like my sleep. 7, 8 o'clock, I can roll out of bed.
You don't sleep very much either, though. You have 2 jobs too.
Well,
kind of.
Yeah,
right?
but when you do what you love, it's a lot easier to do it.
That's true.
So like right now, like this technically is work, but it's not. It's just like hanging out. Like, I don't know. It's a lot easier to do something you enjoy.
All right, well, I'm calling it.
All right.
So don't forget, leave a comment of your favorite shrimp after the video uploads, and then maybe I'll just pick the winner on Monday. So on Monday, we'll give away the shrimp. We'll give away the Aquarium Co-op $100 gift card, and we'll just... Sounds like Monday is going to be a fun live stream.
Monday's going to be a big day.
So,
well, thank you so much, Bob.
No, thanks for coming on. It was kind of last minute. Apologize for that.
Oh, it's all good. It was fun.
So,
hey, I will never pass up an opportunity to hang out with the Steenfott.
Oh, geez. Get out of here. You're going to make me blush. All right, everyone. It was fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you left a thumbs up and a like. And don't forget to come back on Monday. We're going to give away the starter pack from Flip Aquatics and also the $100 Aquarium Co-op gift card. See you later if I figure this out.
See you guys.